northwest of Patos Island. After leaving last night from Bellingham and spending the night over in Shallow Bay. This is the northern tip of the San Juan Islands. The current on alongside Patos is pretty intense. Just one boat inside of Patos Island's harbor. That little cove you can stern tie. Boundary pass to Strait of Georgia with Saturna Island right there, and a good day north to Nanaimo.
Take over a little bit?
Sure. That is purely ebbing tide against southerly wind. Way to go. We're doing it.
We're off, day 2.
New mainsail track at the top. Beautiful column. Working as it's supposed to. With the jib out, the wind is pretty light, so doing a little motor sailing. Twassen Ferry Terminal. All right, now this is how it's supposed to be. Wind came up to 11, 12 from 7 or 8. And our big main, and we got the autopilot operating. So auto is steering. Sarah can check the charts on her Navionics pad. All right, just outside of Nanaimo, it is 3:45. We left Shallow Bay, Sucia at 7 a.m. And we're going by Gabriola Island as we approach Nanaimo. Tugboats, islands, reefs. Got the last Yacht Club reciprocal moorage in front of the Nanaimo Yacht Club. Here we are at Nanaimo. The recycle sack is full? Oh, what do you do with that sack?
Oh, well listen. You just put all your recyclables in here. then zip it up, put it in the dock cart, take it up, empty it, hose it off, start over.
Oh, smart sack for your recycling.
That's right.
sarahsews.com.
There we go.
Nice night at the Nanaimo Yacht Club reciprocal dock. There's a sailboat with twin keels perched on a little spot of sand. This is False Bay. False Bay is pretty secure. We tucked in after a long journey from Nanaimo yesterday, most of which I spent taking apart the primary main winch. We had always seen this pop up, but I fixed that. About to depart False Creek for either Hornby Island or Comox. Yesterday during the drop, I had to pull out a knot of chain that was blowing the breaker on the windlass. There was literally a knot. But I was able to access that and figure it out, take care of it. This is more what I expected of the Strait of Georgia. The day from Sucia to Nanaimo and from Nanaimo to here, the strait was calm. This is Sisters Island in the middle of the Strait of Georgia. The building is a wreck, but the lighthouse is still functioning. Well, all right, wind turned favorable after all. Bouncing between 9 and 14. Got the main up and the staysail. Strait of Georgia, heading toward Hornby Island. Cooking along at 5.3 and 8.4 of wind. Have a little bit of positive current, but this with experimenting with the full 135 Genoa plus the staysail plus the full main. Nice to have the motor off. Big waters outside of Comox with the mainland on the other side. Entering Comox over the bar, successful, saw about 1.6 fathoms. A couple of dudes admiring her. Skoal at the dock, the public dock at Comox, which as you can see, there's a lot of fishing. with skateboards. Comox, a place where you can get Napa oil delivered to the dock, grid your boat.
Guess what, Peter? They have pecan pie on the menu.
Oh, are you jiving me?
No.
Okay, where'd you put that in?
Right in
here.
No, up the mast. Just
Up the mast is one, but then
where this bead goes up,
Yep.
it's that bead that you're getting there. And looking at it, it's smaller than I was thinking it was. But I had a pull in, maybe it's only.
But then it's like, you know what? It's not for a kite.
No, it's to go wing and wing, and we spent a lot of time with the Genoa winged out on one side and the asymmetric in the other.
Well, so this is why they
Leaving
need to go back
Comox.
where they need to go back. Okay.
This is what we're here for.
Going to Quadra Island, HARIOT Bay. 6.1 over the ground. We will be there about 4:39. In time for a dinner with our friends. You want lunch or anything?
You're in the northern end of the Strait of Georgia. The wind is fading. It is supposed to switch around. Sarah's enjoying the last of the McLube. When the previous owner, Steve, stopped by last night, we had a nice conversation and dinner, and he emphasized the importance of McLube up the main track. I saw a blow and then a second. About equivalent to the vector if you were looking at that ferry. Boom. Haha. As predicted, the wind is clocked around and is going the opposite direction on the nose. Going 17. good. Gotta say, the autopilot is sure handy, especially since I'm undercover here. And of course, we could steer below from the pilot house, but visibility down there isn't so great for logs. This works great. Keep an eye out and drive to windward. There we go. I see that. Up forward, it's looking beautiful, and off to our starboard beam, there's great whales blowing. Blow, there she blows. That's some big slapping going on. Yeah. Yeah, once you throttle it down again. Right there. Desolation Sound, where we're going to play for a few days. We are about to enter Drew Harbor on Quadra Island, where we have some friends from the Ocean Cruising Club. We're going to pick us up at the dinghy dock. The view across the channel is just spectacular.
Just an everyday tour.
Putting the halyard away. Harbor. Just dropped the hook in 11 fathoms of water. All secure on this, our 7th night of this cruise. The HARIOT Bay Inn and Marina has a nice fuel dock for gasoline and diesel, and a little pub. It opens at 11, and a grocery within walking distance. And this is just a dinghy ride from where we spend the night. Desolation Sound proper. The sailing is so good, we're going to go right past Cortez Bay on Cortez Island. In case you're wondering about fuel burn, From Bellingham to Quadra Island, it was 102 liters, just about 27 gallons of diesel, which isn't bad. Running fairly long days for 7 days in a row. Refuge Cove. Well, how about that? Thank you, Sarah.
Cheers. Desolation Sound.
Skoal. No, I'm going to organize. Refuge Bay, anchored in deeper water than we normally would, with 150 feet of chain down. Sailing just with a 135 Genoa. Literally the mouth of Desolation Sound. After doing some repair and maintenance, specifically this Y valve. Little sail change for a little exercise, a little more boat speed and light air. Our speed went up to 3.1.
The rocks might melt and the sea may burn.
Okay, we're going to TENEDOS Bay.
Had a great swim up there at the foot of that mountain. is ATTWOOD Bay, where we're going to spend the night, Saturday night, July the 27th. Ready to bind those two lines together for our stern tie.
Right.
Sarah won the coin toss.
But we'll try it. Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay. maintenance below, as they say. Cruising is working on your boat in beautiful places. This is Racine Creek. You feel the wind?
there is a substantial amount of clear cutting all the way up this inlet. This is the end of Toba Inlet. There is an industrial operation off to the north. And it's the mud of a river delta. The end of Toba Inlet. This is our selfie video.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hi, selfie. Sarah here.
This is the industrial facility on the west side of Toba Inlet. This is BREM Bay. We decided not to anchor and sleep up at the very end of Toba, just too exposed. And here I'm seeing all this interesting current chop. That's where we spent the night. TOBA Wilderness Resort and Marina. We were the only sailboat. And the water supply for that place. Not all sunshine up in Desolation Sound, but with foulies, it's no problem. We are leaving the Toba Bay, Toba Inlet, actually just called Toba Wilderness Marina. Really cool spot. Expensive, but really nice service. Great water, wonderful showers. And now we are heading to Francis Bay. Francis Bay is where we're going to hold for the night in an anchorage, perhaps tied to a log mooring. And then that position will be set for us to go through 3 sets of rapids, 3 narrow channels at slack tide tomorrow. These channels are so intense, they could be pushing the boat 8, 9, 12 knots in addition to your boat speed. Obviously you can't fight those, and even going with those, it's not advised because you can kind of lose control with the amount of swirls happening. So we're in position to stage to enter our 3 rapids trip tomorrow by tucking into Francis Bay tonight.
I want you to get
Francis Harbor, all to ourselves. And now a good afternoon to relax below. Turned on the heat to dry out the boat and warm up our bones. The heat on July 29th. And another vessel has approached and Looks like they're gonna anchor tonight. Maybe stern tie. Shout out to Sarah, who's been making fantastic meals. What do we have tonight?
Peter caught salmon from Yakutat 3 weeks ago, mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts.
All right, thank you.